longer than necessary.
You sure you're a cop? I know people. I can check on you. One more day, Richard, and the trial will be over.
And then you can concentrate on me.
Getting married.
And me finally moving in.
You have rules, so do I. Hasn't been that awful, has it?
That's what I mean.
I'll get rid of them. Yes. Of course I'm working it out. What? As we speak. Very simple. I'm going to sell it, and they're going to buy it. Watch me.
Ms. Morgan, the night in question was not your first visit to the Redbird Lounge. Am I correct?
No, you're not.
Well, we could describe this place as a sports bar. It's got televisions everywhere tuned to the sports channels.
Yes.
So you'd expect to find a number of young men at a bar like this. Am I right?
I guess so.
Is this the first time that you met a young man there and left with him?
Objection, Your Honor. Prior history.
I didn't ask if she had sex with him. I'll withdraw the question, Your Honor. Ms. Morgan, you testify that you kissed Mr. Davenport outside the apartment. Is this when you invited him inside?
No, I didn't. He asked to come in for a minute. And that's when he raped me.
You testified on April 3rd that you embraced and kissed inside your apartment. Ms. Morgan, I'll give you all the time you need to answer the questions, and I'll have the court reporter read back any of your testimony, but I must ask you not to look at the prosecutor for signals.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I forgot. We did embrace inside the apartment. I did say that.
No, you didn't, Cynthia. You didn't say that. You don't remember, do you?
Objection, Your Honor. This is entrapment.
Mr. Landrum.
I have no further questions.
There she is. The outcome. You must be very
already
pleased.
got him real happy with the outcome.
You know damn well
You
he
feel
was
this is
guilty.
another career makes
Jury decides he's guilty.
That cross would have been entrapment in anybody else's court.
Know your judges.
And that was a hell of a whipping you gave the girl, even by your standards.
You put her on the stand, you babysit her.
What do you think about the verdict? What's next for your client?
She's never gone to trial. Mr. Davenport is going to put this behind him and get his life back together.
Congratulations. Everyone's back at the office waiting for you.
Congratulations, Jeffrey.
Thank you, sir.
What do you think about Stacy, huh?
She is the best.
Victor!
Hey, Harry! Way to go.
Stacy.
Come on. It is a party, Stacy. Rhonda, tell Stacy to be nice to me.
We can't. She's got too much taste and class.
That's just how I like them. Well, sassy, too.
Really? I would have thought scared and defenseless.
Hey!
You know, I could solve his problem with my hedge clippers.
Her manicure scissors.
Richard.
Oh, just what this party needs. Do you want some champagne? We're celebrating male emancipation.
I'll pass around it. Excuse us.
I'm sorry, hon, but I gotta work tonight.
Oh, no. Can't you have someone else take over for you? I wanted to talk to you for hours. And I'll make it up to you. What do you say?
I gotta go. Hey, how you getting home? Your car's still in the shop, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a cab. Come over later. I don't care how late.
I'll see you tonight.
Taxi!
right, well, good luck with the case. Stacy! Hi!
Decker.
Yeah, Justin.
Right. I haven't seen you in a long time. I heard you were at the DA's office now. Is that right?
Yeah, I heard you killed us in there today. Congratulations.
Well, never should have gone to trial.
Yeah, I know. Landrum wanted another shot at you. You know, you might have a problem getting a cab at this hour. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a ride if you tell me how you beat us again.
Riding with the enemy. I don't know about that. Am I safe?
Hell, I might even buy you a drink. Come on, I'm parked right over here.
All right, thanks.
I don't know how you keep doing this. I've got a lot to learn.
Landrum never made his case. The jury's thinking he's rich, good-looking. He doesn't have to rape anyone.
I wish I would have been there. Okay. Say you're still with the DA's office. Now, how would you have prosecuted the case?
He's young, he's good-looking, he's rich. He gets everything he wants whenever he wants it. How's this spoiled rich kid going to take rejection by someone smaller and weaker than he is?
Not very well.
If she won't give in, he's simply going to take it. That's how I prosecute. It's not sex, it's control, violence. He's angry, he wants to punish her. Good-looking rich kid is likely to commit rape as anyone.
Wow. You must be feeling pretty good right now.
It's not just the case. I'm getting married in a few weeks.
Really? Well, is someone in the firm?
Richard, no. I met him when I was with the DA. He's a homicide detective.
How does he feel about you moving over to defense?
By the time I made my move, I had him hooked. No, he had me hooked. We agreed to disagree on some things.
So what made you make the move?
I'm sick of plea bargains. Like to fight it out in court. Like the game.
So where's Richard tonight? I mean, he should be here celebrating with you.
Just working. Tonight of all nights. How about you? Is there anyone special in your life?
No, I am not as lucky as you are in that department.
Can I offer you anything else this evening?
No, we're done, thanks.
Thank you.
So, you ready?
Yes, I am.
It's just Judge Potter gives you a lot of leeway. He knows the game. I'm sorry. Oh, going on and on.
You're welcome.
You okay?
Yeah, my head is killing me. Would it be okay if I came in for a cup of coffee? I just don't think I can drive like this. Sure. Oh, I love it. I will trade you my condo any day.
Sorry about the mess in the kitchen. Richard and I had a barbecue last night. Here.
Thanks. Well, that's quite a difference.
What?
You're stunning.
How did you wind up at the DA's office? I thought you were with Pratt and Logan.
Yeah, well, that didn't quite work out. You see, everything you've done right, I've done wrong. Now, they don't know I get fed the scraps from the table. Traffic cases, disturbing the peace. But I have to do it. I can't handle private practice. I'm trapped.
No, you're not.
How would you know? You make partner. You have a future. And you're beautiful, intelligent, and you're a killer. I watched you in court today.
I thought you said you weren't there.
Did I? I'm sorry. I don't know. Whenever you argue a case, I go to watch you at court. Just to see how you make it look so easy. You don't ever notice me there, do you?
I guess not.
You know, when you think about it, it's actually kind of insulting.
Look, Justin.
No, I'm sorry. That was a stupid thing to say. Maybe I just have a hard time relating to people I really admire.
I think you've had a little too much sangria. Why don't you just drink your coffee and we'll get you home, okay, Justin?
What are you rejecting me, Stacy? Huh? I knew you were like the rest. I go out, I try to start a relationship, you offer encouragement, and you turn it off. Oh, I'm done with you, Justin. Quit calling, Justin. Don't come over, Justin. I'm through with you. What makes you think you can treat me like that? Huh?
He's just gonna be here any minute.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
He's out catching killers, remember? That's really important work. Well, he doesn't have time for you on a special night like this, but I do. Come here! Get here! Shut up! That's how you want it, huh?
Please don't do me.
Let me help you out on this. It's a loser. You know the drill. We go out for dinner, drinks. I drive you home and you invite me in. You're getting married, you want one last fling. We have sex, you initiate it. Now you're calling it rape. You'll never convict me. It'll ruin your life. And if you don't keep your mouth shut, I'll come back here and we'll do it all over again.
Stacy?
Richard.
Stacy, what's going on? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I'm just out of breath. I've been jogging.
Jogging, and it's so late. Well, anyway, I'm done here, so I'm on my way.
No, honey. Please don't come over now. I was just taking a sleeping pill, and I just want to sleep.
Okay. Get some sleep. I'll stop by the office tomorrow. I love you.
I love you too.
guy says you can't arrest me for that. I said, yeah, cocaine's still illegal, pal.
And I bet he walks on the charge, right?
Celio, Younger, get back here. Listen to this. Just came down from the brass. An assistant DA didn't show up for court this morning. Nobody can find him, so they called me.
Well, maybe you hit the bars and got lucky.
No, you got lucky. You get to find him.
That's missing persons.
Younger, you ever ask yourself how commanders got their name? When my commander asked me to put a homicide squad on a missing state employee, he's not really asking. Now, the DA's office is missing a lawyer. They want him back. And they got a judge who's really upset, so they'd like him to have a really good excuse for missing a court date.
Who is this guy?
Justin Decker.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's on the B team. No ball of fire, but his family's connected.
Okay. So we get to check his house, his hangouts, his last whereabouts, his friends, put all of our cases on hold to find some assistant DA who overslept somewhere or forgot to call in sick?
Yeah. Now, the brass wants him, the judge wants him, so now I want him. And they say he might have been kidnapped.
This guy's parents that rich?
Yeah. Well, let's find him.
Teddy!
You know, the guy's really starting to get on my nerves. It's a vacation.
Stacy, we were just discussing your victory. You left so early. Celebrating?
No, I just went home.
Home. I would have partied all night.
You did.
Anyway, the firm has been approached with another fun case similar to Alabama versus Benway. Now, does anyone here remember that case? Stacy.
Benway's a young woman kidnapped by 3 men, taken to a motel room, repeatedly raped and brutalized. One of the men is armed. After they were finished with her and were about to leave, she gets a hold of the gun and shoots all 3, killing 1. She runs from the building naked and screaming. The jury didn't buy self-defense. They found her guilty of manslaughter, 2 counts attempted. She's in prison.
That's right. You see, if she shoots him during the rape, not an easy task, she can plead self-defense. However, if she shoots him later, well, that's murder. And the law won't justify or excuse a revenge killing. Not even Stacy could get you off that one.
Our rape defense caseload has just exploded. Anything wrong?
Everything. A child, a wedding, not enough sleep.
Broken nails.
Miranda, could you just hold my calls for a while?
That's what I do. She's in conference.
Hi, Rhonda.
You okay? You sounded dead on the phone last night.
I know. When you called, I was exhausted.
After the day you had, you should have been on a high.
The adrenaline wore off. I didn't realize how tired I was and how much I really need to get away.
That's a great idea.
Got some time off coming. We can disappear for the weekend.
I need some time alone.
24 hours ago, you were telling me that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with me starting today. Then you win the biggest case of your career and you want time alone? What's wrong, Stacy?
I just need some time. Yes, I got a sleazebag acquitted of a rape he probably committed. And then last night.
What, Stacy? What last night? Tell me.
I'm sorry, Stacy. Soroyan's on the line. He insists on talking to you.
What is going on, Stacy?
Do you want to take it?
Go ahead.
Richard, I just need some time to get myself together.
Okay.
Rhonda, can you deal with this? I'll call Steven. I'm splitting up my caseload. No new clients. I'll be in and out for a while.
TV people are outside. Take the side entrance.
Yes, I'd like the number for the Downtown Rape Crisis Center, please. Thank you.
Homicide, Detective Younger.
Hiya. Sorry about this morning. I need you to know you're the most important person in the world to me. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Dr. Abrams?
Miss Keene, Cynthia Morgan is a very, very traumatized young woman who twisted my testimony against her. Why?
To win?
What do you want?
A minute of your time. I have a client who was a rape victim. I told her I can't win the case. She really needs help, but she won't trust anybody but me. So? So you're the best in your field that I've seen in court.
And you expect me to help you?
I need my client.
What are her symptoms?
Nausea, anxiety. She has trouble eating and sleeping. She goes through the motions at work, pretending nothing happened.
Is she married?
No, lives alone.
Do you think she's suicidal?
I wouldn't think so.
If there's anything else she's holding back, it could push her over the edge and make her want to take her own life. I work at the Rape Crisis Center. If the client wants some real help, that's where she has to go. Good day, Miss Keene.
Have a double cappuccino, please.
Guy's office looks normal. Nobody's seen him. He hasn't called in. Well, his mother says she always knows where Justin is, and now she doesn't know where he is. What does that tell you?
He's cheating on his mother?
Oh, come on. Every lawyer in town's in this thing. It'd be quicker looking through the yellow pages.
So, find him yet?
Yeah, he's at a blackboard, right? And I won't be late for court 1,000 times.
Look, I'm still getting heat. I told you he's connected.
I don't want to hear it.
Why do you think this got dumped on our office? From the mayor to the commissioner, to the brass, me to you. Chain of command ring a bell?
Yeah, does float downstream ring a bell?
Look, just find this Decker guy and pray he hasn't done something stupid that makes the news and drags us into the mess.
I don't want to be on TV. I hate reporters. They're always misquoting me and they make me look stupid.
Oh, stop your whining.
Okay. All right. So, no media frenzy and keep Celio off TV.
Yeah, got it.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page, detectives. Saves time and money and makes all our pensions more secure. Now, give me some results. Find the SOP.
Oh, jeez.
Great. Thanks for calling. Nice look. I've spread your work around. Stephen's got the embezzler, Clinder's got the hijacker, and the new stud's got the torch.
I'm not here.
You don't look any better.
No sleep.
Want to talk?
Give me cappuccino.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, somebody sent you flowers. Who sends lilies? Somebody die?
You ever play the pony, Stacy? They are a cruel mistress. The more you love them, the more attention they demand. More money. Always more money. Like the Lilies, we need to talk.
Who are you? What do you want?
You lawyers, always with your questions. No, he was a friend of mine. Client, actually.
Who?
Who? Well, Assistant District Attorney Justin Decker. Who do you think we're talking about? Justin had a real bad habit, Stacy. You weren't the first. And I knew them all. God, he was so stupid. Having sex with all those women and then paying me for it.
You're a pimp?
Think, counselor. Hint. He's a rapist. He's my client. He pays me. I am not a pimp. I'm
A blackmailer.
Oh, you're good. Now, I got a little problem. You see, Decker was my meal ticket. You put a fork in him.
You're crazy.
I followed him when he picked you up when you went to that grass dive. And then to that beautiful house of yours. I was right outside. I saw everything.
You're confusing me with someone else.
When you stuck him, oh, it was beautiful. It was so smooth. How'd it feel? Did you say anything? Come on, Stace, front to front.
You got a sick imagination.
You killed Decker. You inherited me. Life is full of surprises.
Why would anyone believe you?
Physical evidence?
What?
Think DNA. Think prison. Trust me, baby, I got what they need to nail you.
And what would you want for it?
That's better, Stacy. 50 grand. Small fraction of the Davenport profits.
I didn't say I believed you.
Did I forget to mention I know what you did with the body? You dragged Justin out to his car, and then you stuffed him into it. And then you drove over the old Lago Road off Highway 29. And you put the car in neutral, release the emergency brake. The car takes off, hauls butt for the river. Then the car sinks, it disappears. And you just stand there, staring. I saw you. I saw everything. It's a one-time deal. You pay the money and I'm gone. I'll be in touch. Oh, one more thing. You know, I know what you're going through, but you're not alone anymore. You got me now.
Hi, Eddie. Stacy Keene here. Yeah, look, I need a favor. I'm looking for a guy. Dark, tall, 5'10", dark eyes, yeah. He's like a wise guy wannabe, weird. Always talking about the horses. He wears a necklace. A Billy, a Willie. Right. Yeah, that sounds like him. Philly, right. Okay, great. I need an address and a phone number.
I gotta tell you, I was real impressed when you called. How did you get my number?
Said you were professional. So am I.
Okay. Where's the money?
Where's the evidence?
Money, please.
Let me see what you have.
Stace, one part of this job I really hate is going through the garbage to find stuff. Oh, my, yeah. I'm sorry, baby, it's a job. We got his blood, your blood. I think we got motive. I trust you brought cash.
Where did you get them?
You ran back from the river. I drove.
You said in the park you would be gone. I expect you to leave town.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Don't jerk me around, Philly. I'm an attorney.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm a career criminal, too. But I am much better than you, lady.
So you wouldn't believe it. Celio and I got this missing persons case. It's Assistant DA Justin Decker. Do you know him?
Justin Decker?
Yeah, he didn't show up in court. Nobody's seen him. There's a lot of heat from upstairs, so he got assigned to our unit, and we got the short straw. Oh, it is so peaceful here. Remember when we used to come down here, back when you were in the DA's office?
It was wonderful.
That was fun then. I'd catch the bad guys, you put them away.
Now I turn them loose. Do you think it's wrong?
I wish you were still on our side, but as long as you're on my side, that's okay with me.
Do you think I was wrong to defend Jeffrey Davenport?
He's scum, Stacy. You're the only one that could get him off. That poor girl he raped.
Stop it, Richard.
You asked.
You answered. Now just leave me alone, all right?
Hey. This isn't you, Stacy. What is wrong? This isn't about Davenport at all, is it?
I just want things to be the way they were before. I'm going through a hard time right now.
What? Talk to me, Stacy. What? You're not sick or something, are you?
No.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's just that after the trial, things happened. I received some threats.
Somebody threatened you? You got a name?
It's nothing. It's just nothing. It's happened before.
If somebody's giving you a problem, and I'm their problem, we'll never let anything happen to you. I thought maybe she's pregnant. That's why she's acting so strange, so I asked her. She freaked. Well, what's so bad about having a kid?
Could look like you. Just kidding. It's just prenuptial panic. She's thinking, geez, I can't do any better than this.
Well, she probably could.
Nah. Once you fall for a cop, that's it. No contest.
I don't know. You know, lately we haven't been,
I don't want to talk about this.
Well, why does she freeze up on me now? What, is it the wedding?
No, they freeze up right after. Although Marge, she was good for a year.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, she won't talk to me.
Believe me, when a woman says she doesn't want to talk, she wants to talk.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the director.
Don't talk to her. Do you know who she is? She's the one that got that rich sleaze bag off.
I'm looking for information. I have a client who was raped.
Oh, right. So you switch sides now, huh? Where's your client? Why isn't she here?
That's confidential.
What do you think we're doing in here, playing bridge? There's nothing confidential in this room, Ms. Criminal Lawyer.
Where can I find the director, please?
Cynthia Morgan was raped. Just like the rest of us. You know that, and you don't care.
I'll come back another time.
Don't bother! Nobody here can afford you!
From Little Remedies comes a whole new way to tackle...
I got the steaks, I got the wine. What happened here?
I spilled something.
Was it acid? Hey, you know, Cunningham got this drug hit today. It's a dead end, but he was first on the scene, so he's stuck with it.
Will it still stay open?
Yeah, unless he lucks out and a snitch comes forward.
So you still need a witness?
Not always. No killers make mistakes. They're stupid. They're arrogant. They talk. Somebody usually knows something. Hey, Stace, where's the barbecue fork?
I don't know.
I'll just use this. Got an offer on my condo today. Should I take it?
Did you get your price?
That's not what I'm asking.
I know what you're asking. Honey, can we just talk about this later?
Okay. What?
You ever look at somebody you know really well and see them like it's the first time?
You're seeing me at 50, an old, worn-out cop with an attitude.
I look at you and I see a protector. Your family has money. You have choices. You didn't have to be a cop. It's something in your nature. You want to protect people.
Let's not start this again.
They help people like Jeffrey Davenport.
We promised each other on the boat this wouldn't be an issue between us. You do your job, I do mine. No problem.
I just don't want to disappoint you. I couldn't bear that. You just don't know. You just don't know.
I do know. I don't care what you do. I'll back you up. I'll never, ever stand in judgment of you. You know why? Because I'm crazy about you.
Stay with me tonight.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just a nightmare. You want to tell me about it?
No, I'm all right.
Does it have anything to do with those threats you mentioned? Because I'll put a tap on your phone. Anybody calls you, we'll nail them.
No. No, nobody's calling.
Okay.
It's just a bad dream. You have nightmares a lot. And afterwards, you're so calm.
Get used to it. Sometimes I dream I'm chasing a murderer. It goes on. And I get close, but I just can't catch him.
Honey, I can't. Just hold me. Please.
You seem so happy today.
Forgotten how much fun this is. Let's build a greenhouse someday.
Let's hire someone to build a greenhouse someday. Gunner.
Richard, we found a floater. You're not going to believe this, but I think it's our guy. So get your butt down here as soon as you can, all right?
All right, I'll be there in a minute. I'm sorry, honey, I have to go.
Why? What happened?
It's a floater. They're pulling the body out of the river now. Is that missing assistant DA, Justin Decker? Did you say you knew him?
No. Yes, and not well. Do you really have to leave now?
Yes, I have to. It's my case.
Can't anyone else do anything in that department besides you?
Well, Celio and I were doing it as a missing persons, and then when the body washed up, it became our murder. It's just blind luck. This is the biggest thing that's happened to me in a long, long time.
Richard.
Unfortunately, there's no crime scene, no evidence, no witnesses. And I don't care what it takes. I'm going to close this. I am going to get this guy. Wish me luck.
I thought you had a client you were worried about.
I do. I can't get her to come here. I thought I could learn something that could be of help.
Really? Well, I've spent a number of years in this business, and there are a great many women who are beyond my ability to help. You're naive if you think you can do this secondhand.
You're right. She's desperate. She's just hanging on. I don't think I can deal with this anymore.
She needs professional attention, and we're just too busy to make house calls.
She's terrified.
So she's still in danger from her attacker? Well, you're connected to the police, I understand. Couldn't you arrange to get her some protection? Maybe some private protection? You see, the key is she has to know she's done nothing wrong. That's the most difficult thing for women who have been violated to understand. I know you want to help her. Try harder.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Miss Keene, is there anything else you wanted to tell me?
No.
If she doesn't deal with this, it will destroy her.
Hey, stranger, welcome back.
Hi.
Good morning. I suppose you've heard about Justin Decker. Terrible.
Yes.
Well, you can bet there's going to be some heat on this one. You don't kill somebody from the DA's office.
I heard it was no great loss.
Stacy, since Davenport, we're being contacted about a number of rape cases. Let me ask you something. Do you think the firm should show a preference between handling date and acquaintance rape?
Date rape, acquaintance rape, it's all rape. The easiest to defend is marital, then date, acquaintance, and stranger.
Okay, fine. You're the expert.
Okay, these need to be answered. The inbox is full of phone calls I couldn't handle. Your 9 o'clock is here. I'm stressed out. And how was your week? Oh, hey, I saw Richard's name in the paper. He got the Decker case. I am very impressed.
Could you get us a cup of coffee?
Hey, did you hear the one about the dead lawyer who got
Coffee, please.
got legal briefs in a knot?
Here's your orange juice, sweetie.
How's the investigation going?
It's a perfect dump. River washed out all the trace evidence from the body and the clothes. There's no way of knowing exactly where he went in.
So there's no evidence?
No trace evidence. But how about a murder weapon?
You have a weapon?
Yeah, a piece of metal broke off in the sternum, about 1/16 of an inch. I thought it was enough for the lab dweebs. Stainless steel is probably some kind of fork.
Can you be sure?
Well, 2 sharp puncture wounds to the right ventricle, about 1 inch apart. Let me think. Tuning fork, croquet wickets. Rules out premeditation or a professional hit.
Why?
Because nobody ever stalked anybody with a fork. It's a weapon of opportunity, therefore crime of passion. Can't be certain, but the ME says the force was such that it was probably a man.
Do you think they're right?
Could be. Could be. It's a place to start. They're vacuuming the condo now, looking for hair fibers and fluids. If we're lucky, some fingerprints. Maybe some barbecue sauce. I gotta go. I'll call you later.
She's tracked the FBI's most dangerous criminals.
3 months, 6 murders.
Got the lab report back from the condo. It's negative.
Decker's secretary says he was a perfect gentleman, kept his private life out of the office. She thought that he had women chasing after him. When I asked about the male friends, she got attitude. What are you suggesting? That he had friends that were men? Certainly not.
Got a call from the DA's office, said Decker wasn't pulling his weight. Probably wouldn't last more than 6 months. You talked to his former employer yet?
Yeah, he was fired. He was supposed to handle the divorce cases. Instead, he was more interested in handling the wives.
Never met my ex. Face it, Younger. This gay angle just isn't happening, man.
He was just a handsome, dumb, rich kid with a powerful daddy. Should have been an anchorman or a golf pro.
No wallet, no watch. I think robbery, murder. Could stay open.
Not with my name on it, no way.
Ooh, girlfriends, names, numbers. Look here, several have question marks by the names. And some of these have exclamation points after them.
Well, maybe you were just going to ask him out.
Finish the office contacts and then check out his love life, all right? See you guys later.
Uh-oh.
What?
Stacy's in here.
So what's the big deal? I mean, he's a lawyer, she's a lawyer. They all know each other.
I just wanted to tell you, at some point we're going to have to talk to her.
So I'll talk to her. She says she remembers a guy.
Probably better if I talk to her. I'm not saying conflict of interest. All I'm saying, if there's a spot on the paperwork, it's our butts. Let's do this all by the book.
Captain Murphy, my name is Detective Younger. This is Detective Celio. May we ask you a few questions?
What about?
We're investigating the death of Justin Decker.
Oh, yes. I thought you might come.
You knew him socially?
I only saw him 3 times. It didn't work out.
Why not?
He stopped calling.
Did you call him?
No.
Why not?
I told you, it didn't work out.
Well, there must have been a reason.
I met someone else.
Who?
Where?
In a club. I don't remember his name.
But you remember Justin Decker's name.
Look, I told you, it didn't work out. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Please give us a call if you can think of anything that might be helpful. She could have been a little more forthcoming.
He was boring. He was too serious. He was a lousy dancer. He didn't spend enough money. I wanted kids. He didn't. She's lying.
Yep, just like the first one. We've interviewed 2 women so far, about the same age, classy, very attractive. They go out with him 2, 3 times, then it's over.
What else?
Neither of them wants to talk about it.
So, Decker was a lousy assistant DA who liked quiet, good-looking ladies.
You know, in dating, there is the dumper and the dumpy. Always been able to spot them, especially the women. Until now, I think they're lying.
Well, lean a little harder on him. Get me some answers. Tell the rest of the squad I'm one unhappy SOB.
They know that.
I heard that.
Oh, come on, that's an easy shot. What?
Hey, Carmelita. You got a report of the crew over Jefferson yet?
It'll be on your desk in an hour, Lieutenant. I promise.
Yeah. Thanks, son. All right, gentlemen. Give your lieutenant something solid to take to the brass. What's up, Younger?
Well, the lab report came back. He was dead before he hit the water. His last meal was a seafood salad. Parallel objects, we believe, are the prongs of a large fork, entered the chest and penetrated the heart. One prong scraped the sternum and left a defined impression on a minute metal particle.
Which means we can make a positive identity on the murder weapon. I like that. Goes in my report.
Yeah, all we gotta do is check every kitchen, patio, restaurant, garbage can, and dumpster in town.
Let's go. So you get everything on it. What else? What about the guys Decker put away?
He never won any of those cases.
What are those boxes of uniforms are stuck in my desk?
We're pulling the files on all the clients Decker talked to since he left law school. We're going to cross-check for criminal records and overshoot.
I want that car. We start dragging the river upstream. Maybe the forks are too. I don't know. Oh, and we got some more on the ladies. Cunningham and Deese talked to another young lady. Young, good-looking, late 20s. Went out with him 2 or 3 times and then dumped him. Only she doesn't want to talk about it.
Houston, we have a pattern.
are you doing here? Get out of my house!
You know, our tastes, they are very similar, Stacy. Yeah. You know, I've been wanting to do my place.
I've paid you. We're finished. What do you want?
I just had this, feeling. Call it intuition, you can call it clairvoyance. But Stacy needs somebody to talk to. And I'm the guy. I am the only one she can talk to. Am I right? Huh? Hey, I'm curious about something. What bothers you more? The rape or the murder? Stace, it was no big deal. And this guy was a lowlife, and you didn't know you were going to kill him. You know, usually after he makes that threat, I'll come back. The women, they just fold, They're too scared to ever talk. Boy, was he ever surprised. Stacy, it was self-defense. I am your witness.
You watched and you did nothing.
Well, Poach's none of my business. Hey, I don't suppose you kept that fork, huh? No. Who'd want a constant daily reminder they killed a man, right? Okay. Now, I've been following the papers, and I'll give you my professional take. They got no motive, no weapon, no witness. There's no way they can tie you into this. Oh. Unless, somebody comes forward with some information.
No one would ever believe you.
Did I say me? Why would I sell you out? And you're right. There's no way they would take my word for sleet in December. Unless I had physical evidence.
I bought it and I burned it.
You think? You burned a pair of pantyhose. But you threw away a lot more than that. And I'm a very thorough garbage man.
You're lying.
Let's see. Panties, bra, skirt, blouse. Do you know where your clothing is, Stace? It's such a shame. That beautiful blouse, all ripped and dirty.
You bastard.
Now, Stacy, I am just a professional. A very thorough professional who is a little down on his luck. And you're gonna finance my recovery.
I gave you $50,000.
Yeah, well, I had a bad week. It happens.
That's all I had.
Please. Why do we pour? I've missed you.
Don't you?
We'll have plenty of time to get to know each other. Work on the money, Stacy. I'll be in touch.
I won't do it.
Yeah, you will. You're gonna pay me whatever I want, whenever I want it. You have murdered an assistant district attorney. You have obstructed justice, and you know I can prove it, and I will. If I have to, I will deliver that clothing personally to your lover boy so he could solve the case himself. You get that money, Stacy.
Hi, Hen. Got 8 hours off. I don't think I can sleep. Oh, great. Look at this. Police have yet to name a suspect in the bizarre murder of Assistant District Attorney Justin Decker. Thank you very much. They're asking for the public's assistance in locating a late model sports. I can't believe that no one has seen his car.
Are you making any progress at all?
Well, we may be onto something. Apparently Decker liked young, attractive career women. We're talking to 2 of them, but they're holding back.
Are they suspects? You said it was a man.
I could be wrong, but I know when I'm being lied to. Gabe wants us to put more pressure on him. So. The lab guys didn't find anything at the condo, and I don't know, Decker could have been killed somewhere else and then tossed in the river. Homicide detectives have the full resources of the police and sheriff's department and the FBI at their disposal. The source close to the investigation said it's only a matter of time. Damn straight. I'm gonna get cleaned up. Here's the young women Decker went out with. Here's our body. We find a few more pieces of the puzzle, like the sports car, maybe the fork, maybe some of Decker's property, a witness or 2. We're gonna pin it on the map.
Now, Decker never won any real criminal cases, so none of those clowns will want to kill him. It's got to be tied into the ladies somehow. You talked to everybody in the organizer yet?
That's all right. Don't push, will you please? Come on.
It's such a madhouse in here, Stacy. Stop in here.
The interview room. How appropriate.
Sit down, please. You were in Justin Decker's organizer, so you're on our interview list.
Of course. Where's Richard?
Out questioning somebody, I guess. This won't take long. Did you know Justin Decker?
I went into private practice before he joined the DA staff. I'm sure I saw him around, passed him in the corridor.
When was the last time you saw him?
No idea. Some time ago.
Any personal relationships, drink, lunch?
No.
Did he prosecute any of your clients?
You should know that by now. Did he?
No. Stacy, Decker had a question mark next to your name. Does that mean anything?
No. Should it?
Richard has this theory that Decker was attracted to beautiful women who fit your general description.
Well, he must be enjoying the investigation.
Well, not till he catches the murderer. Since you haven't seen Decker for so long, I'm just wondering, how did you get your name in his daily planner? There are half dozen dates all in the past year entered under your name. Can you explain that?
I have no idea.
You sure? I hope you understand. We have to talk to everybody.
Making any progress?
Quite a bit. You know Richard when he sinks his teeth in.
Yeah? Where? Yeah, great. Okay, get it. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, we found the car. Right where it went in near the old logging road. We have a dump site. I want that place sealed. I want forensics out there now, and I want uniforms talking to everybody in a 2-mile radius.
How'd they find the car?
Some old guy fishing. He hooks a license plate, doesn't want to cut the line, so he goes in after him. Now he wants to claim the car.
The old finder's keeper statute. I've been wasting my time diving for golf balls.
Yeah, well, you can guarantee Decker wasn't driving. You guys find out how it got in the water. Life is good.
Let's go get him.
There's some strange guy on line 2 who won't give me his name and insists on talking to you.
Thank you. Yes?
Don't you ever let them put me on hold. Now I want the number to your private line.
Don't ever call me here again.
Hey, who is in charge here? I want 20 grand. Get it.
I told you to leave me alone.
What's up? Oh, maybe nobody saw Decker that night, but somebody saw his car.
Where?
Grove Pub off Pacific. I sent Cunningham and Deeds to check it out.
Yeah, well, I got officers at the dump site and combing the area.
What about the car?
It's at the impound.
Moving now, boys. Now go on and get out of here. I gotta tell the brass.
Hope he was a big tipper or a loud drunk. A waitress will remember that.
What about the dates in Stacy's entry? I mean, a train could have gone by before she answered the question.
I'll find out.
I can tell you the dates do not refer to phone calls. I'm certain I haven't talked to Decker in years.
I know you pulled the records.
I know. I checked the calendar, and the days correspond to your appearances in court for different cases.
Well, this isn't lunch. This is a continuation of the interview. I don't know anything about those damn dates.
I am not your enemy, remember? Well, you know the drill. I have to ask the questions. These dates may not mean anything at all.
I'm sorry. Celio says that you're making progress.
No, I didn't tell you. Decker's car was found.
What?
Yeah, it's off the old Lager Road. Somebody may have seen it at a bar that night. We're looking for a waitress or a bartender, somebody who may have seen it. All the money says he was with a young woman. We find her, we may have the last person to see Decker alive.
Stacy! Hey! How are you? You know, I've been calling and calling, but Rhonda says you've been on vacation, then in and out.
I'm beginning to think you're avoiding me.
Listen, I know someone who needs this really good criminal lawyer. Hey, I'm an old friend. How you doing?
We're, busy here. Stacy?
I can't help him.
Stace, he knows he's in trouble. He is ready to pay. Everyone says Stacy Keene's the best. She's one of us, you know? If the cops get lucky and catch you, she'll get you off. Gosh, the arrogance of the criminal mind, huh?
She said no, it's time to go.
Hey, what? You were that detective from the paper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I bet whoever killed this Justin Decker guy, he will want Stacy to get him off. I know I would. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your lunch here. It was really good to see you again. I'll be in touch.
You defended him?
I didn't take the case.
What'd he do?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
This guy keeps receipts for a 60-cent cup of coffee. He's made large cash withdrawals and taken out 3 loans in the past year.
Used to scrape the bottom of the barrel for his clients.
Did he ever kill a lawyer?
I don't see happy. Nobody's happy?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Cunningham and Deeds checked out that South Seas joint. Nobody remembers Decker, but they had a couple of fill-ins working that night. They're tracking him down. You grill my ladies yet? Any of them talk?
No, they're sticking to their stories.
You think he gave the cash to the girls?
None of them had an alibi for later on in the night of the murder.
3 beautiful single girls who don't have alibis for the middle of the night. What a waste.
Tragedy.
What's that? Is he one of Decker's clients?
Yeah.
I just saw him on the street.
Lucky you.
Stacy knows him. What's his sheet say?
Philip Philly Ross, assault, attempted blackmail, attempted extortion, attorney of record, Justin Decker. All charges were dropped.
Was Decker that good?
No.
We got a phone number on him?
P.O. Box. Yeah, I got a number.
Give me a printout of Decker's telephone records.
For?
Cross-match the phone lists with the bank withdrawals.
You got it. David?
Here's the telephone records from Decker's condo and office.
You do a cross-reference?
Yeah, I wrote the names in.
These are the phone calls he makes before, sometimes after, large cash withdrawals.
Catherine Murphy, Chinese takeout, co-worker, Philly Ross.
Garage, Kim Hayes. Mom, dry cleaners, Kim Hayes. Philly Ross.
Girlfriend, blackmailer.
Phone calls to 3 women who knew him briefly and won't talk. Then Philly Ross.
Go find this Philly guy. Yes.
Get out of here! Get out! He walked right in here and he hit Janet.
Who is he? That was her husband.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm taking him to the police station. We're getting photos and we're pressing charges. He's going to jail.
Why bother? His lawyer will get him out and he'll do it again. They always do.
No, he won't. Look, I know you think the system is broken, but it's not. When the system fails, you go back and you petition the court. You go back again and again until someone listens. They will. We'll make them. I will not let this happen to you again.
Stacy.
There was no client. It's me.
I know. Stacy, you're gonna have to talk about what happened to you.
I'm not ready.
Yes.
Stacy, you wake up now. Now, what the hell is going on? The police are at my place. I can't get in. What, did you set me up?
No. I didn't do anything.
Look, you could have turned me in. You can't be that stupid, right?
I didn't turn you in, Philly, but you may have made an impression on Richard yesterday.
Look, Stacy, I've got 30 grand stashed in my room, and they got uniforms
watching the place.
Really? That must be very frustrating for you.
Stacy, you listen to me. I am the one who plays the games here. But what are you trying to do to us? Look, I will testify
that there was no rape, that you murdered Decker.
You really want to test how good a witness you'll make in a jury trial, Philly?
I still got the evidence, Stacy.
He said we went out to dinner. You invited me in. You wanted sex. Now you're calling it rape. No one's going to believe you. Why me? Why did he have to rape me?
Miss Murphy, I promise you'll never have to testify. The department is very grateful for your help.
Just the man on the tape.
He said he was a detective.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. We'll have an officer take you home.
Justin Decker raped them. Catherine Murphy and 2 others. Philly Ross was blackmailing his own lawyer. He follows them around, interviews his victims, and uses the tapes to shake him down.
Look, I want you to go back to the other women. Tell them we know what happened. They can talk to us, or they can talk to a grand jury.
Stacy, line 2 for you. Line 2.
Thinking.
It's me. Don't hang up, please. Stacy, I'm sorry. I should have lost my temper. What do they got on me?
You know better than me. Several counts of blackmail, and I think they could probably get accessory to rape.
Are you in your office?
No.
It might be wise.
Hello, Stacy. You know, I can give him the evidence without turning myself in. Yeah, I don't need to testify.
What would you gain?
You'd go to jail to keep from paying me.
Let's just say your options have narrowed.
Okay. Well, what's your advice, counselor?
Lawyer to client?
One comment to another. It's professional courtesy.
You're a career criminal. And like me, your crime is against a member of the DA's office. So forget about a plea bargain. You'll do time. Unless Richard kills you for letting Decker rape me. My advice? Run.
You murdered Decker. You destroyed evidence. And you are ruining my life. This is my life. No, I want my money now.
Go to hell.
You are not going to get away with this, lady.
Neither will you.
I heard shouting.
Yeah, we were just airing a little dirty laundry. Well, it's been an education, counselor.
Good luck on your travels.
I'll see you.
How did he get in here? Who is he?
Nobody.
Did you find the waitress?
Yeah, she remembers he had a young lady with her. We're getting the ID now. Come on. Can you make an identification, miss?
No. No, it's none of these, I'm sorry.
Thank you for your time. I gotta hit the head.
Okay, I'll meet you in the car. Excuse me, miss. Is this the woman you saw that night?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I think that might be her.
Thank you. Stacy?
Down here. What is it?
We know Decker raped at least 3 women. After each of their names in his organizer, there was a question mark and then an exclamation point. Like something had been asked and answered, planned and carried out. There was no exclamation point after your name. And then there were the dates, court dates, because he would go there to watch you. That's why you were so upset at the interview. I was there.
I knew that.
You told me you were jogging that night.
Yes. He raped me! I made him a cup of coffee in there. That's where it happened. And afterwards, I walked in here, and he walked up behind me and threatened to do it again. And I just reached into the water, and it was there. Where were you? I needed you.
Why didn't you come to me, Stacy?
I don't know. I had just killed him, and I panicked. So many things were racing through my mind. I felt terror and shame for what he had done to me. Oh, I wanted to tell you so many times. I thought I would disgrace you.
Stacy, no. I love you.
Now I'm being blackmailed.
Philly Ross.
And he watched everything.
I'll take care of Philly Ross. Oh, you suffered enough. We just put this behind us. Listen to me. The waitress at the bar. She came close to IDing your photo, but she can change her mind. Nobody saw a jogger that night, so you can just lose that black outfit.
Can I lose this, Richard? I know what you need to convict, and I got rid of it all. Everything but this.
Why? They won't take a plea.
I don't want a plea. You know what we need to do?
I can't do this, Stacy.
We cannot live a lie together. It will destroy us. I love you so much.
Murder weapon. Sit down.
No.
You both did the right thing.
What?
Well, it's better she turned herself in than I have to send people after her. Could help.
What are you talking about?
She said you talked it over, and she came in a few hours ago. Stacy. She told us she killed Decker.
This is private property. You can't be here. Now get out.
Tell it to me, Judge. The Rush, you are under arrest for blackmail, extortion, and...
Shut up! I know my rights.
Then use them. You have the right to remain silent.
Richards, I want to call my lawyer. She'll know what to do. And I think you know her.
What women raped while you stood by and watched her. Now you're gonna know the fear, Billy. No one can help you.
Richard, stop it! Stop it! You don't need this. He's going to prison.
No, not for what he did to Stacy.
It'll have to be.
Let's start over, Miss Keene. You and Justin Decker went into the house, your house, at your suggestion. You said that he complained that he was tired.
He was drunk. I didn't want...
You didn't want the evening to end.
Objection, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. I thought the answer had died. I was merely trying to revive it. And you knew for certain that your fiancé would not be in the house.
Richard had to work.
Well, sounds like the perfect opportunity for a little bachelorette party.
Objection.
Mr. Prosecutor. Withdrawn. But something went wrong, didn't it, Miss Keene? Justin Decker became a problem, didn't he? He wanted something from you, or he was going to talk.
No.
You killed him.
Yes.
You killed him. You put his body in the car, dumped it in the river, and went back to work the very next day. And practiced law.
Yes.
And practiced law. No further questions, Your Honor.
Not doing too well, am I?
No. There's another side, Stacy. Jury has to hear it, and they got to hear it from you.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. You of all people know I'm right. Most of the victims don't have your advantage. They're frightened. They're overwhelmed in a courtroom.
And destroyed by attorneys like me.
Yeah, well, you're not that attorney anymore, but you can use your experience to get the truth out. Tell your story to the jury, Stacy. Make them understand what it is like to be raped.
They went out for drinks and dinner. She asked for a ride home. She invited him in for more drinks. She was getting married soon, and she wanted one last bit of freedom. And Justin Decker was...
Steve, I'm making the closing arguments.
Absolutely not.
But after
I'm sorry, you're dismissed.
Guilt.
This is something I have to do.
Guilt was murder.
I've been a trial attorney for 7 years. The prosecution tells you one story, the defense another. It's drama. You choose between two different plays. When I defend a person accused of rape, the prosecutor puts the victim on the stand to tell her story. Then it's my job to destroy her story and her credibility with the jury. Dr. Abrams will tell you I'm very good at this. It helps that I'm a woman. I look at the victim sympathetically, and I pretend that I'm disappointed at her inability to answer my questions after I've thoroughly confused and intimidated her. Exactly what Mr. Landrum just did to me. I often wondered how they felt when I was done with them. But I didn't think about it for long. I left it to the families and the Dr. Abrams to pick up the pieces. I didn't lose sleep. I couldn't afford to. Then one night, I found out what it's like. And I'll tell you, you have never in your life felt so alone. And you have never felt so afraid. The violence is horrible. I don't know how long the attack lasted. You shut everything out except the prayer that you'll survive. So in a sense, I'm on trial twice. First, Mr. Landrum has accused me of enticing the rapist, and then for doing him harm. What would you do? How would you act? I acted the only way I knew how, to save my life. But afterwards, I behaved like a criminal. I covered my tracks. I disposed of evidence. I lied to people who trusted me. And finally, I was hunted down like a criminal by the person I love most in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard both plays, and now you must choose. I let go of the burden, and it passes to you. Judge me. I trust you. Whatever comes next, I am no longer afraid, and I am no longer alone.
Will the defendant rise? Stacy Keene, the jury has found your actions against the victim, Justin Decker, to have been in self-defense. But you have been found guilty on the charge of obstruction of justice. This crime was exacerbated by the fact that you used your expertise as an officer of the court and your relationship with the principal investigator in your attempt to avoid prosecution. It is also true, however, that you volunteered the most conclusive piece of evidence in the case against you and remanded yourself to the custody of the police. Stacy Keene, on the single count of obstruction of justice, it is the sentence of this court that you serve a term of no less than 5 and no more than 7 years in the state penitentiary. Sentence to be suspended pending completion of 2,000 hours of community service. Because I believe you are uniquely qualified to be of real assistance, I am ordering that your service be at the Rape Crisis Center under the supervision of Dr. Ellen Abrams. You may petition for a reinstatement to the bar in 5 years. This hearing is adjourned.
Get that rapping, I knew you would.
I thought you were in jail.
No prison can hold Philly Ross, baby. What'd you think I was out of your life forever?
Yes.
No. I missed you.
It's okay. It's just a nightmare. It's all right.
When is this gonna stop?
I don't know, but it will. We'll get through this one day at a time, and we'll get through it together.